they put in probably half that amount. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and today on this episode of the Supplement Review, I am going to be going over the difference between energy drinks in a can and energy drinks in a bottle. And today's head-to-head comparison is going to be Reign Orange Dreamsicle against Amino Kick Baja Blast. Now, this is your first time to the channel. Hey, welcome aboard. I drop new supplement reviews every Tuesday at 1 p.m. The main ingredient with regards to any energy drink, whether it's canned or powdered, has to be the caffeine. Clearly, that's the number one name in the game, and for most of you, that's what you're looking for. You're just looking for that energy kick coming from that caffeine. Now, the big difference between the cans and the powders is that with the cans, you are essentially locked into all of that caffeine. In Reign's case, that is 300 milligrams of caffeine, because most of you, you're going to pop the top, you're going to drink this thing down in 20 minutes, and that's it. So you have to take down 300 milligrams of caffeine. Now, Amino Kick, the powdered form, allows you to basically set your own serving. One serving is going to be 100 milligrams of caffeine, and that allows you to do one serving if you just want a little bit of a pick-me-up, 2 servings if you want a boost, or 3 servings if you're pulling an all-nighter. And you could even do less. You could certainly do a half a serving if you just wanted a small little bump of energy. Now, caffeine has multiple forms, and when you buy caffeine in a can, typically you're going to get caffeine anhydrous like you have here with Reign's Orange Dreamsicle. That's nothing wrong with it. However, I do notice that with caffeine anhydrous, if I'm not careful and I take in too much caffeine, I do get a massive spike of energy followed by a very strong crash. That's just me. Now, one of the nice things about powdered is that you can get premium forms of caffeine. NutraBio's Amino Kick does come with 100 milligrams of natural caffeine, and personally, I like the natural caffeine better. I find that my body tolerates it easier. I get less of a crash, and I find that the energy is a lot less of a spike, and it's a bit more smooth going in. Moving over to other ingredients that come in your energy drinks, typically with your other canned energy drinks, not always, but usually you get a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. And that's what you see here with Reign. On the top of the can, they put in coenzyme Q10, electrolytes. They talk about BCAA aminos. They even talk about vitamins B6, B12, electrolytes, B3's in there as well. But they don't actually list the amount. There's no label transparency outside of the caffeine. And that leads me to believe, unfortunately, they put in probably half that amount. Very, very little. So when you do buy a canned energy drink, very typically, you're paying for the caffeine. And that's fine as long as you know about it going in. Now, you get a fully transparent label like NutraBio.com, and you are getting a whole bunch more than just the caffeine. So right off the top, you get B6, B12, pantothenic acid, magnesium, potassium, sodium, chloride, all the things that your body essentially needs. It's good for your body, and they list the exact amount down to the 10th of a gram. Also, they throw in a whole bunch of amino acids, and they don't just use any amino acids. They used micronized fermented amino acids. Again, full label transparency, third-party testing. And then for energy, as I mentioned, they throw in green coffee bean extract. That is a natural form of caffeine at 100 milligrams. Green tea leaf extract for your antioxidants. Again, everything is 100% label transparent. And then for electrolytes, they don't just list electrolytes on the bottle and don't give you the amount. They give you the exact amount of Himalayan pink sea salt, coconut water powder, potassium phosphate, and magnesium oxide. So 100% label transparency, and you know what you're getting. So clearly, when you go with the powdered version, you do get typically better ingredients, more ingredients, and you get to know what's actually in your energy drink. Cost and convenience. Now, when you buy your energy drinks, whether you buy them by the case or you go into a gas station and pick one up cold out of the rack, you're typically paying between $2 and $3 per can. And for Amino Kick, per serving is 70 cents on their website, NutraBio.com. So the price points on your powdered energy drinks tend to be at least half, if not a third, of what you're paying in the can. However, when it comes to convenience, as you can imagine, just pulling something out of the refrigerator or off the shelf, popping the top, is a higher level of convenience than having to mix up your own energy drink. Flavors, that's right. Something that is very subjective, but we can still talk about it. When it comes to energy drinks, there's hundreds of different flavors out there, and many of them are very good. These energy drink companies know what they are doing, and they do produce some fantastic flavors. They do a number of collaborations to pull you in with the hype and to get you to drink these things left and right. There's a reason that canned energy drinks are a highly successful market in today's 2022 world. Now, when it comes to your powdered energy drinks, there are a number of amazing flavors out there. Amino Kick has, I think, 7 flavors now, and previous to Baja Blast, Peach Mango was my favorite. Baja Blast is like a tropical lime punch. It is amazing. It's really good. It's my new favorite in the Amino Kick. Typically, people prefer the cans over the powders in terms of flavors, only because of the carbonation. Something with those bubbles make people really hit home. It gives them a bit more of enjoyment when drinking it. I do know that you can add bubbles to Amino Blast. All you have to do is go out and get a diet soda or a diet tonic and mix it with that instead of water. Pour it over ice, and it is a refreshing carbonated blast. Now, I happen to think the flavors are a push when it comes to trying to compare them. However, it is subjective. One of the nice things about the powdered form is that you can make the flavor as strong or as weak as you want, depending on how much liquid you mix with it. Whereas the cans, you are owned to that flavor, whether it's too overly sweet or there's just not enough flavor all around. And now it's time. It is time for Fate of the Union, where I give you my final thoughts on this head-to-head matchup of canned versus powdered energy drinks. First and foremost, if you want convenience and you were just looking for a caffeine boost, yeah, pay the man the money, pay the extra money, go grab an energy drink in a can. Know that you're just paying a bunch of money for caffeine and be happy with it. We all know a lot of people are paying $5 for a Starbucks coffee. It's essentially the same thing. You're paying for that caffeine. However, if you are on a budget, if you're looking to save money, and if you are looking to get a lot better ingredients with your energy drink, if you want to do something rather than just get a little bit of a caffeine boost, and you want to actually be a bit more healthier with your choices, and again, save a bunch of money, you might want to consider going with the powdered form of an energy drink. I do admit that it's not as convenient, but the money savings and the fact that you're going to get a fully transparent label with a whole bunch of ingredients that are going to be beneficial to you might actually be worth consideration. If you're interested in an Amino Kick, they do have 7 flavors. Head over to NutriBio.com and check out my code NoFate2477. That second 7 is for savings. Overall, I am a big fan of caffeine, a big fan of energy drinks, and hopefully you are as well. Let me know in the comments below your favorite energy drink, be it can or be it powder. If you came this far in the video, you and I are officially best friends. Shake and bake. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.